Welcome to Young Voices at Home. I'm David Lawrence, Principal Conductor of Young Voices, and whether you're part of the Young Voices family or not, then you are very, very welcome here. And I hope you're looking forward to having a bit of a sing this morning. Oh, look, there's some people here already. I can see. Who's here? Debs is here. Good morning to you as well. Nick and Samantha. Pembury School. Why do I say it like that? Because I was born in Pembury Hospital, that's why. Lovely to see you all here. People from Hereford. Hello everyone at Marlbrook Primary School. Ah, dear. Lovely. Well, you are all very welcome. Hello, and Faye from Cumbria. That's a long way away. Lovely. Jessica from Kent. You're all very welcome indeed. Let me tell you what we're going to be doing this morning. That's you and me, we're going to do a little bit of warming up, and I hope you're excited to meet Ruti. I know I am excited to see Ruti, and those of you who were involved with Young Voices last year will remember her so well as being a fantastic guest artist onto our stage. And we're delighted that in our next concert series, whenever that may be, Ruti will be one of our guest artists again, so we're very excited about that, and she's agreed to come and join us here and lead us in some warm-ups and help us learn a song. So between Ruti and I, we're going to teach you a song. We're also going to learn a little bit about the charity that Young Voices is partnering with, Place to Be, and about something exciting that's happening in June and next week. Right, so what I think we should do is you and me, we should do our little warm-up together, and then I'm going to introduce you to Ruti. So, could you find a way of standing up? Can you do that? I'm not sure if I can. Let me see if I can. There. Oh, where have you gone? Hello? Ah, you're there. Okay, how about you stand up and I sit up? We'll do it this way, all right? And can you do this with your shoulders? Shake out your hands, arms. Lovely. And what we're going to do is we're going to cast a spell that's going to make a cake. I mean, not really. But this is what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to grab hold of that shoulder. Is that your left or your right? I'm not sure. These Zoom and Facebook things tend to swap you around so many times. Whatever shoulder that is, that's the one we're going to start. And what I want you to do is this. Could you go 4 S's over your shoulder? Go on. Great. And then over the other shoulder, 4 shushes. Shushes. 4 of them. All right, like this. Try that with me. So we'll start over this one, and then we're going over that. 4 S's and 4 shushes. Here we go. And then this. Can you do that with me? Great. So it's 4 of them, 4 of them, 4 of them, and we do that 3 times. All right? Stick with the program. Here we go, everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Technical error. 4 S's. Thank you, David. Here we go. We'll edit that bit out. Oh, it really is live. Okay, here we go. And again. One more time. And now you can see in front of you, you have created the most beautiful chocolate cake. Could you just breathe it in through your nose with me? Here we go. And does that smell nice? Yes, it does. And what we're going to do is so a long breath in through our nose, and then a really, really delicious as we go out. Here we go. And then we're going to take the cake and we're going to pop it in our mouth, nice big open mouth, like that. And the sound it makes as it goes down into your tummy is like at the end of the word sing. Can you make that sound? Great. So it's going to go into your tummy like that. But it don't taste too good. It's going to come back up. Here it comes. That's what happens to the cake at the end. Right, I'll be ready to do this all the way through. Cast our magic spell, make the magic cake, and then try to digest it. Here we go, everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get the cake. Smell it. Does it smell good? Pop it in your mouth. Uh-oh, you know what's going to happen. There we are. You can clear up the mess later. I'm sure that's all right. Now, it's very exciting for me to introduce you to Ruti. Ruti and I have something in common, I've discovered. And that is the year 1999. That was the first year I started to conduct Young Voices. It was called something else then, but I did my first concert in Wembley Arena, and that was back in 1999. The year our guest artist was born. Yes, that's what we've got in common. Well, I am very excited. I am very excited because now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands together and welcome Ruti!
Hello, everyone. Hello. Hi, David.
Hi, Ruti. How are you doing?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
I am very well indeed. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to camera 2 so I can see you when I speak with you. It's very, very good of you to join us today.
Thank you for having me.
Thrilled. It's a real pleasure to have you. So I suppose, do we have to thank the lockdown for this? You know, we have to search for the positives, don't we? I mean, if this hadn't all happened, we wouldn't be here today with each other and giving everybody the chance to sing along with you. So let's grab those positives whilst we can. Thrilled that you're with us. Thank you again, and that you're going to help us learn a song today.
I am.
Which is very exciting. And also you've kindly agreed to lead us in a few warm-ups yourself.
Yes, I have.
Thank you very much for that. I'm going to just hand over to you.
Wonderful. So, I thought, we'd do some silly warm-ups this morning to wake us up. So we're going to start by massaging our face. I think it's really important to, keep our face energized, especially that's where the sound comes out of. So just take your hands and give your cheeks a gentle massage and get the jaw as well. Just make sure it's all warm. And you can really go in and get the cheeks really warmed up. You might look a little bit silly, but that's part of the fun. Get the forehead, really go in. Oh, now we're going to pretend that we're eating a lovely toffee or an apple if you don't like toffee, or just something very chewy or crunchy. And we're going to put it in our mouth. And now we're going to chew it with our mouths closed to make sure that we're stretching all of our cheeks. I look ridiculous, but we're going to go with it. Keep going. And now we're going to clean it out of our teeth because, you get apple stuck in your teeth. You get toffee stuck in your teeth as well. So we're going to do 3 tongue rolls to whichever way, and then we're going to go the other way. I'm going to start going to my right, and then I'll go to my left. So 3 both ways. 1, hum, hum. Now the other way. 1, hum, hum. My mouth definitely feels awake now. Just make sure we get there again. And now I thought we'll make some funny sounds. Hopefully your neighbours won't mind too much, but we're going to do some sirens on a wee sound. So we're going to go, or a wee u sound is what I've decided. So we're going to go up. I'll give you an example. We're going to go wee as low as we can possibly go. So if you'd like to do that with me, that would be great. And one more time. Lovely. I think that's it. Hopefully my internet connection was strong through that, because otherwise it would have been a very broken message that I was sending. But if there we go. I hope you enjoyed that.
Thank you, Ruti, very much. And your internet connection has held out beautifully. That's very, 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 very wonderful. Thank you. And to everybody at home, whether you're watching at home or at school, if you've got any questions for Ruti, then pop them in the chat, because I'll have a moment or two chatting with Ruti a little bit later, and we can put those forward. All right. So to the song that we are going to learn today is called Lovely Day by Bill Withers, and it's a great song. Quite honestly, I've been wanting this song in our Young Voices concerts for quite a long time, as Craig will no doubt testify. This song is going to become quite special to us this year, and we're going to tell you all about that a little bit later. But first of all, let's find out what it's about. Here are the words. When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and then something without warning bears heavy on my mind. Do you know that feeling? When you wake up and you look through the window and then you go, oh gosh, I've got this to do today. Oh, I feel a little bit this way. That happens to us all. Here's what the song then says. Then I look at you and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you and I know it's going to be a lovely day. So the you, it could be your mum or your dad, or it could be your pet, or it could be, like I've got in front of me, I've got a mirror right here. You could just look at yourself and go, you know what? It's going to be okay today. So that's what this song is all about. I'm going to sing you a bit of it so we know where we're heading. Starts a bit like this. When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, etc., etc., etc. So let's learn the first bit of this song, and this is how our learning of the song is going to work today. I'm going to teach you the little bits, and then of course we're going to sing it through, but we're going to sing it through with Ruti, and that's going to be rather wonderful. So could you say for me, please, when I wake up in the morning, love? When I wake up in the morning, love. Great. You may well find these words in the chat, so do look out for them there. And the sunlight hurts my eyes. And the sunlight hurts my eyes. And something without warning, love. Try that. And something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Bears heavy on my mind. Bears, it means like it's literally weighing heavily on your mind. All right, and good news, the tune is basically this. the same every time. So the first bit goes, when I wake up in the morning, love. Try that with me. When I wake up in the morning, love. And the next bit goes, and the sunlight hurts my eyes. Try that. And the sunlight hurts my eyes. Right, from the beginning. When I wake up in the morning, and the sunlight hurts my eyes. Here we go. And when I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes. And the next bit goes, and something without warning, love. Try that. And something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Try that. Bears heavy on my mind. Right, that's the first little bit. Should we try all those four together? You and me. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. There we are. Just before that, there's a kind of introduction that we are going to be a part of. So it sounds like a saxophone to begin with, and then it's going to sound like you. And that goes like this. Ah. It's just that little tune there. I'll play it on the piano. It's 1, 2. Should we sing that together? 1, 2. When I wake up, and that's how it starts. All right, so it's saxophone, and then we're into the words. Now's the time for us to sing that all the way through, but not with me and the piano. We're going to invite Ruti to sing that and invite you to sing along with Ruti, who's got a rather complicated technical setup. Could you tell us what you've got there, Ruti?
Well, David, thank you for asking. I have this state-of-the-art Bluetooth speaker, which I will be playing the song, the backing track out of, whilst using this, obviously, to communicate with you. This is where my voice will come through. And I will be holding the Bluetooth speaker up to the microphone so that you can also hear this as well as my voice at the same time. Perfect. To avoid any delays because of Zoom, as we are all probably aware of right now. But yeah, this is how we're doing it today.
It's going to work wonderfully. So thank you very much, Ruti. If you could go from the beginning up to that point, then we'll all sing along with you.
Okay. Are you ready?
Wonderful. That is wonderful. Thank you so much indeed for that. Right, then what happens? Back to camera 1, David. Ah, there you are. Then what happens is this. Then I look at you, and the word's all right with me. Ah, just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be. And then one of the longest notes in Young Voices history. Right, so the words are, then I look at you. Can you say that? Then I look at you. And the world's all right with me. And the world's all right with me. It's quite funky rhythm, isn't it? When you do this, then I look at you. Could you say that word you really carefully? So it doesn't, this is one of my bugbears. It doesn't sound like then I look at chew, like a chew. We're not talking about sweets. So then I look at you. Say it. Then I look at you. Very good. And the next bit is, and the world's all right with me. And the world's all right with me. And the tune is again the same. Next bit goes, just one look at you. Try that. Just one look at you. Exactly. And then, and I know it's gonna be. And I know it's gonna be. So let's do the first two bits together. Then I look at you. I'll do them twice and you join in second time, okay? Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Should we try that together? Here we go. Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. And then it goes, just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Lovely day, lovely day. Now, the bit at the end of the long note is really important. Okay, there's two parts to learn here as well. The bit at the end, which everyone is going to sing, goes, lovely day, lovely day. Can we try that together? 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely day, lovely day. So it's a quick one and then a long one. Again, 2, 3, 4. Lovely day, lovely day. Right. So that comes after the really, really long note. Okay, let's go from a lovely day. Should we try the big one together? 1, 2. A lovely day. Lovely day. Lovely day. Did you manage it? Did you manage it? Have another go. In fact, let's go back to then I look at you. We'll go from there to the end of the big long note. Ready? 2, 3, 4. Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Lovely day, lovely day. And there's a second part. There's a second part which, if you know the song, you'll know very, very well. And it just goes, lovely day, 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 lovely day. How many lovely days was that? Did you count them? Count them again this time. 2, 3, and lovely day, 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 lovely day. Did you make it 8 with the 2 at the end? I hope so. Brilliant. Sing them with me, please. Lovely day. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely day, 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 lovely day. Great. Well, I'm going to invite Ruti to sing that with you now. And I'm going to invite you, Ruti, if you don't mind, to go from then I look at you, that little bit there. And if you could take the high part and take everyone with you on that really, really high note, that would be wonderful. Are you all ready to sing along with Ruti? Ruti, are you ready to sing along with us?
I am ready. I am. Shall I do a count in as well? Because we have a
perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me.
great, fantastic. Thank you so much indeed. Hope you all managed that high note as well as Ruti did there, everyone. Now, Ruti, could you take us from the beginning of the song, but with a little difference at the end? What I'd love you to do is to go from the beginning of the song right up to where we've learned. But when it gets to the two-part bit, could you take the second part this time?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Perfect. Thanks. Okay, everybody, we're going to go from the beginning with Ruti. Take it away.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. I just want to get you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, 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 lovely day.
Wonderful. That's very, very wonderful, Ruti. Thank you so much indeed. So lovely to be doing this with you. Right, let's put the song down for a moment, and I think we should tell everybody what on earth we're doing and why we're learning this arrangement of this song. It is for, of course, as you know, and hopefully many of you listening as well do know, that it's for the biggest sing. It's an event in June, and we're inviting everybody who's watching this video, whether you're watching it live or you're watching it on catch up, to take part in this fantastic event where we are trying to break our own world record, in fact, of having the largest number of people singing the same song around the world at the same time. It's called the largest simultaneous sing. We've called it this time the biggest sing, and we really do want everyone to take part, don't we, Ruti?
Yes, we do. I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited about it, actually.
Because what we are going to do is we're going to have our Young Voices band, and I'm going to be there, and Ruti is going to be there, but somebody else is going to be there as well. In fact, two other people. Can you tell us who they are?
We have Yolanda Brown, who is I can't speak this morning. She's an extraordinary saxophonist, and you might know her from Yolanda's band Jam on CBeebies. And we also have Billy Ocean,
Amazing.
who is a legend, and he's amazing, and it's very exciting that they'll be joining us for the biggest sing.
I agree with you. It was really, we're all very, very excited about this, and what we're doing, as well as giving everybody this wonderful singing opportunity to be a part of. We're also raising money for a fantastic charity. It's called Place to Be, and this charity does a couple of things, and it's a lot to do with children and schools. What they seek to do, one of the things they seek to do, is to create in a school literally a place to be for children who have got lots of worries or are feeling very sad about something. And it's very natural for us all to have worries and to feel sad. That's very natural. But some children have a lot of worries and do feel very sad about things that they can't really control, need to speak to somebody about it. And so what Place to Be offers is a place within the school where they can go and speak to somebody about it. And the second thing they do is that they offer counsellors who often are that person that they can speak to, but most wonderfully they also help train teachers to be that person as well. So so particularly I think at this time when our lives are being so disrupted, I think this charity does some fantastic work. So we're delighted to be supporting them and partnering with them, not just through this project but through other things as well, our concert series. Excuse me, not least that. So that's wonderful that they're on board. And next week something is very something very exciting is happening, isn't it, Ruti? In that,
Yes.
I know that you went into the studio to record 2 versions of this song. You've recorded the version that is just you singing
Yes.
it just as you have done for us now. So when we take part in The Biggest Sing, we'll be listening to your backing track and learning the song from you. But
Yes.
you also took the opportunity, so I understand, to make a recording of it, a single, a separate version of this song with Billy Ocean and Yolanda. How exciting was it for you to be in the studio with those people?
Oh, it was amazing. I've never been to Metropolis Studios, which is where we had the chance to record it. It's a massive studio in London, and it was so exciting for me. And I also got to work with Billy on the day, obviously socially distanced,
Yes.
but it was it was very inspiring for me actually because he's got so much experience and has been working for many years, and to see how he works with people and puts across his ideas and kind of knows exactly what he wants for a song. It was it's something that I'd like to be able to do as well as I grow through my career. So it was an amazing opportunity for me, and I got to record vocals for this single that's being released next week. And I can't wait for everyone to hear it because I think it sounds incredible.
Great. So to be very clear for everyone, and I had to get my head around this, I'll confess, the single that's coming out next week is not exactly the version that we're using for The Biggest Sing. You'll discover that instead of this key, it's in this key, so it's going to be a little bit higher to sing along with. But nevertheless, here's what we want you to do, everyone. We want you to go out and find that single, and I'm going to say this. I'm going to say it. You can stream it. Of course, you can stream it and enjoy it and listen to it. We, of course, want you to do that. But if you have the opportunity to pay the whatever it is these days, the 79p, or to download it, then that money is going to go to place to be, and that's one of the things we're trying to do with the release of this single, and that is raise money for this wonderful, wonderful charity. Okay, I tell you what. Let's get back to the song. I think we've done very well with verse 1. And here we come. Oh, whoops.
Oh,
Here we are. There we are. Camera 2, David. Thank you very much. Let's learn verse 2. It's not that different, actually. So here are the new words. There's only 2 new lines. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face. Say that. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face. When someone else instead of me always seems to know the way. When someone else instead of me always seems to know the way. You ever had that feeling? I've had, definitely. When you think, oh crumbs, why can't I do that? They all seem to be really, really happy, and what happens? What happens next? Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. And we find out how to have our lovely day. All right, so it goes like this. Again, I'll sing it twice. You join me the second time, okay? When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face. When someone else instead of me always seems to know the way. Then I look at you. Oh, I forgot to do it twice. I was just enjoying the song. You sing with me now. When the day that lies ahead of me. Can we sing this all together? 1, 2, 3, 4. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face. When someone else instead of me. When someone else instead of me always seems to know the way. Always seems to know the way. We know this bit, don't we? Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Ah, just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Oh, here's the news. When we get to this point in the song, one long note is no longer enough. We're going to sing it twice, A lovely day, a lovely day. And then our little tag. Lovely day, lovely day. A lovely day. Let's practice a lovely day. We're going to do it twice. You're going to need a lot of breath. Make sure you're standing up well. Really connecting down here. Let's try it. 1, 2. A lovely day. A lovely day. Lovely day. Lovely day. And then we're into verse. Well, actually, it's a saxophone solo at that point, which is very exciting. Right, now, Ruti, are you still there?
I am.
Marvellous. I'm glad to hear it. Could you sing for us verse 2 from bar 29, and we can sing along with you. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face. Let's join Ruti in verse 2.
Great. I'll give you a count in as well.
That's perfect, thanks.
3, 4. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, and someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you and the world's alright with me. I just want to get you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. A lovely day. Lovely day, lovely day.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Wow,
Ruti, thank you so much.
that takes a lot of
Well
breath out
done.
of you, doesn't it?
That is, no, that's really, really lovely. Now, look, we've had a question from Martina. Martina, I'm not sure if I'm going to say your last name right. I'm just going to call you Martina. Martina would love to know, what is your favourite song?
Believe it or not, it's Lovely Day by Bill
Really?
Withers. It is one of my favourite songs ever. I
Oh,
would say
that's
it's one of
wonderful
the
news.
best songs ever written,
Oh,
ever of all
well,
time.
I must say I completely agree with you. And I was asked on an interview once, what song would you like to be included in Young Voices repertoire? And I said, Lovely Day. It just has always made me really, really happy.
Yes.
And I know that the versions that you've been working on recently, that we're going to be a part of, and hopefully downloading next week, have a kind of reggae feel. Is that right?
Yes, that is right. Yes.
Yeah, that's going to
It
be
makes it like even more happy and even more
mm,
groovy and joyful. I think it's really, really fun.
wonderful. Now, I remember when we met last year, you told us a really, really inspiring story. I think I mentioned earlier about the connection you and I have with 1999. Oh, making me feel my age. But something happened to you in 2007. So you must have been what, about 8 years old?
I was 8 years old, yes.
Tell us what happened.
I took part in the Young Voices choir concert at the O2, and I believe it was the very first year that you guys were at the O2 Arena.
Mm,
And I went with my school, and I was part of the choir. Uh,
amazing.
yes.
And do you remember a rather devilishly handsome young conductor? No, no, sorry, that was not one of the questions. Great. So when you were there as part of that choir, I remember that first year at the O2. It was the first year it opened. Um, um, what did you think? What did it make you think?
Well, I think you could say from that point on, I knew that I wanted to be on the stage. Especially, it was quite a weird moment for me because I was really, really young, and I saw, I don't know, the special guests that were performing, and there was a really young girl that was probably
Mm,
about 11. So she looked so much older to me, but but obviously now I'm 21, and that's like so long ago. But I knew that I wanted to be one of the special guests on the Young
wow.
Voices tour. Um, at that moment, I was like, oh, I wonder, like, wonder what it would be like to be on the O2 stage and like have this massive crowd around me and lots of people singing along with me. And then it's kind of weird because I didn't obviously forget. I never forgot Young Voices, and I still remember a lot of the songs that we sang.
Wow, amazing.
And I find myself humming them and singing them out loud from time to time. But I never really expected to be asked to actually be a special guest on the Young Voices tour. So it kind of, I guess it was a dream come true, which sounds a bit cheesy, but it literally was a dream that I had when I was 8 years old, and then
That's wonderful.
I managed to make a full circle.
Yes. How about
So,
that? Making full circles whilst you're still 20 or 21 years old. I'm still trying to join the circles myself, but that's wonderful. And so when you did get onto the O2 stage and you were surrounded by everyone singing, then how did it feel?
it was very emotional. I remember the first rehearsal that we did at the O2, which was like the second week in, I think, of the tour. I was just crying because it was. I remember Young Voices so well from when I was young. So to be in the opposite place and like obviously everyone sounded amazing singing my song and they were singing with me, and it's just it's a song that I wrote as well, so it's quite amazing to hear that many voices sing back your song as well to you. So I kind of I got very emotional, but it was the best feeling ever.
Wonderful. That's very exciting to hear, and hopefully encouraging. If there's any of our singers who are sitting in a big choir and looking down at the stage, thinking, "Oh, I wonder if one day it could be me," then clearly the answer is yes.
Definitely could
It
be.
could be. So that's a very, very inspiring story, and we've got some more questions coming in. I'll come to them in a minute, but you talked about your songwriting there, and I happened to see on Twitter that something's happening for you tomorrow. You in lockdown, you seem to have been incredibly busy, and
Oh,
you've got
goodness.
other songs coming out as well. Tell us what's happening tomorrow.
Tomorrow I have a new single coming out called My Sunrise. It's I've not performed it much at all, so actually it's quite fresh for everyone. But I'm very, very excited about it because it's a really good song, if I do say so myself. I really love it, and it's quite upbeat and warm. So hopefully, during this cold period of the year, it'll warm you up a little bit. But
Ah,
yeah, I'm very, very excited about it. Yeah, and
I'm
then
going to recommend then that everybody starts following you on your various social media, and then they'll find
yes,
out about your EP that's coming out a few weeks after that as well.
yeah, I've got an EP coming out very soon. It will be in a few more weeks, but it will come around so quickly. So
Yeah.
that will have some new songs on it as well, and it will include "Closer to You," which, if you remember from last year, was
Yes.
a song that I performed with Urban Stripes on the Young Voices stage.
I do remember. I'm sure many of us remember that very well. So here's another question for you from Mark Richardson. He asks, if you could have any other job, what would you have?
Oh, ah, I don't know.
Not an easy one, that.
Um, I I don't I don't know because I can't imagine myself doing anything else. But uh, I think when I was really, really young, I wanted to be an air hostess.
Right.
I don't know why. That was just something that I wanted to do. I think it's because I hadn't really been on an aeroplane before, so I kind of wanted to go on it as much as I possibly could. Not that I love flying now either, but
No,
you know,
it's a long,
uh,
long time since we've all got on a plane.
yeah.
And I think you kind of answered this a little bit. Malcolm asks, why is singing so important to you then? Clearly, you wouldn't ever imagine yourself doing anything else. Is that right?
Yeah, it brings me so much joy to do. And yeah, of course, it gets stressful at sometimes because it is my job,
Mm.
um, and it gets tiring. But I wouldn't want to be doing anything else.
That
Yeah,
is good to hear.
it's a very creative outlet for me as well. So yeah, I can't imagine anything else.
Well, well, that's very good to hear, and again, very inspiring. So here's what I think we should do now. We've learned verse one and the first chorus, and we've gone through verse two and the second chorus, and the sun is really in my eyes. And why don't we sing it all the way through? Can we do that with
Yes,
you? We're going to
yes,
go
we can.
from the beginning up to the beginning of the saxophone solo, and maybe we'll just take part one, as we go and sing that with you. Of course, if you want to take part two, everybody, you know how it goes. 8 lovely days and you're done. And that would be a very wonderful way, I think, to bring our singing session to a close. So,
Yes.
have you got your speaker ready?
I have got my speaker ready.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, in your own time then. Everybody, let's make sure we're standing or sitting up straight and let's sing along with Ruti.
Awesome. When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. I just wanna look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, and someone else instead of me always seems to know the way. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. I just wanna look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. A lovely day. Lovely day, lovely day.
How very, very wonderful indeed. I love watching you sing. You know, when you're saying about how singing brings you joy, well, it's pretty clear you bring joy to other people. And I hope everyone's been feeling that and sharing that with you today, just listening and seeing you do that. So thank you so much indeed for joining us
Thank you for
at
having me.
YV at Home. It's just been so wonderful. And here's to your single coming out. Here's to next week's Billy Ocean single with you on it, raising money for Place to Be. So please do remember, everyone, to go and buy that single. And don't forget to tune in with us next week at Young Voices at Home. I do believe it's our esteemed musical director, Mr. Craig McLeish, who shall be leading us in some singing next week. So that's always good fun. So so there we are. Thank you, everybody, for being with us today, and thank you again, Ruti, for everything that you've shared and taught us today.
Thank you.
We'll see you all very soon. Bye bye from me. Bye.